Here we go. Love it. So we're back today reading the Bhagavad Gita, and unlike some days, I've kind of read ahead today, and I've read this many times, but it just seems to be so much more alive than it was in the past. So that's it. I'm going to venture in here and see if we can share a little bit of the teaching of the Bhagavad Gita. So we're on chapter 9, and you can imagine we're going to read. Maybe I may have to put my readers on to read this. We're going to read chapter 9. So for those of you that don't know, the Bhagavad Gita, wow, is one of the more spiritual teachings on the planet. It really speaks. It's Krishna speaking to Arjuna as the story. It's a story. It's a metaphor. It's like mythology, like Hindu mythology, but it's so beautiful. It's so deep. It's so amazing. So, I just wanted to share it. That's all. And I don't fancy myself a teacher. I'm just sharing this piece of beautiful Hindu scripture that is very inclusive, not exclusive. It really includes, it's just beautiful. So we're already on chapter 9, but if you feel so moved, get a copy, and the Bhagavad Gita by Stephen Mitchell, and go deep into it. It's really only, I think, for those who are searching for that experience, that spiritual experience, and that awakening experience, that oneness experience. And if you've got that going on inside of you, then this is an amazing reading for you, and but not to be read once. This is a book you could read every day. It really is, and it brings us back into the moment as we read it. So to read the whole chapter, when really I could just read a paragraph, and it's some of it is that deep. So anyway, here we are, the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9. Going to just venture in. The Blessed Lord said, now this is, remember, Krishna speaking to Arjuna, and Krishna says, because you trust me, Arjuna, I will tell you what wisdom is, the secret of life. Know it, and be free of suffering forever. Let's try that again. Because you trust me, Arjuna, I will tell you what wisdom is, the secret of life. Know it, and be free of suffering forever. This is the supreme wisdom, the knowing beyond all knowing, experienced directly, in a flash, eternal, and a joy to practice. Those who are without faith in my teaching cannot attain me. They endlessly return to this world, shuttling from death to death. I practice, I permeate all the universe, In my unmanifest form, I permeate all the universe in my unmanifest form. All beings exist within me, yet I am so inconceivably vast, so beyond existence, that though they are brought forth and sustained by my limitless power, I am not confined within them. I am not confined within them. Just as the all-moving wind, wherever it goes, always remains in the vastness of space, all beings remain within me. They are gathered back into my womb at the end of the cosmic cycle, 150,000 billion of your earthly years. And as a new cycle begins, I send them forth once again, pouring from my abundant and myriad forms of life, from my abundance and the myriad forms of life. These actions do not bind me, Arjuna. I stand apart from them all. Indifferent to their outcome. Unattached, serene. Under my guidance, nature brings forth all beings. All things animate or inanimate, and sets the whole universe in motion. Foolish people despise me in the human form that I take, blind to my true nature as the Lord of all life and death. Their hopes and actions are vain. Their knowledge is sheer delusion. Turning from the light, they fall into cruelty, selfishness, and greed. But the truly wise, Arjuna, who dive deep into themselves, fearless, one-pointed, know me as the unexhaustible source. Always chanting my praise, steadfast in their devotion. They make their lives an unending hymn to my endless love. Others, on the path of knowledge, know me as the many, the one behind the faces of a million gods. They can see my face. Others, on the path of knowledge, know me as the many, the one behind the face of a million gods. They can see my face. I am the ritual and the worship, the medicine and the mantra, the burnt butter in the fire. I am the flames that consume it. I am the father of the universe and its mother, essence and goal of all knowledge, the refiner, the sacred Om, and the threefold Vedas. I am the beginning and the end, origin and the dissolution, refuge, home, true lover, womb, and imperishable seed. I am the heat of the sun. I hold back the rain and release it. I am death. I am the deathless, and all that is or is not. The righteous who follow the scriptures strictly, who drink the soma and are purified of their sins, who pray to be taken to heaven, they reach the world of the gods and enjoy an indescribable bliss, although after eons of this vast and glorious, pleasures, when their merit is spent, they fall back into the mortal world, impelled by death. They achieve only what will pass away. They achieve. Let's try that again. Impelled by desire, they achieve only what will pass away. And everything is eaten by time. But to those who meditate on me, undistracted, and worship me everywhere, always, I will bring a reward that never can be lost. Arjuna, all those who worship other gods with deep faith are really worshiping me, even if they don't know it. For I am the only object and the only enjoyer of worship. And they fall back because they cannot know me as I truly am. Worshipping the gods, men go to the gods. Worshipping spirits, to the spirits. Worshipping me, they come to me in the end. Any offering, a leaf, a flower, a fruit, a cup of water, I will accept it if given with a loving heart. Whatever you do, Arjuna, do it as an offering to me. Whatever you say or eat or pray or enjoy, whatever you say or eat or pray or enjoy or suffer, in this way you will be freed from all the results of your actions, good or harmful, unfettered, untroubled. You will come to me. I am the same to all beings. I favor none and reject none. But those who worship me live within me, and I live in them. Even the heartless criminal, if he loves me with all his heart, will certainly grow into sainthood if he moves towards me on this path. Quickly that man becomes pure. His heart finds eternal peace. Arjuna, no one who truly loves me will ever be lost. All those who love and trust me, even the lowest of the low, prostitutes, beggars, and slaves, will attain the ultimate goal. How much easier than for ordinary people? How much easier than for ordinary people, or for those with pure hearts? In this sad, vanishing world, turn to me and find freedom. Concentrate your mind on me. Fill your heart with my presence. Love me, serve me, worship me, and you will attain me at last. It's beautiful. Chapter 9, you guys. The Bhagavad Gita. Isn't that cool? The Bhagavad Gita. So beautiful. Okay. Well, that's my reading today. And get a copy of this. It is really something. It's a book you can read. You can open to any page, and enjoy, and be enlightened, really, to the presence in this chapter that we just read. The verse I love. He speaks of who he is. I permeate all the universe in my unmanifest form. All beings exist within me, yet I am so inconceivably vast, so beyond existence, that they are brought forth and sustained by my limitless power. I'm not confined within them. The description of Krishna. Krishna in this conversation is Lord Krishna, God. just as the all-moving wind, wherever it goes, always remains in the vastness of space. All beings remain within me. So often we're like the fish looking for the water. Okay, you guys, there it is. As simple as that. The reading for the day, chapter 9 of the Bhagavad Gita by Stephen Mitchell. So hopefully it might be Tuesday before I read again, but join me Tuesday. Just want to mention that we've got a friend coming down at the end of the month to do a very small workshop for a small group of people. And I look forward to her coming, and we'll see how it goes. It's just going to be maybe 10 people in my home for a whole one day and then the following evening. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.